And now let me present to you a real environment DYS enthusiast, a young Nigerian, Emeka Nelson. The 22-year-old used to be a trash collector. Now, as the world explores other options for greater sustainability, this young man may just have found a way to deal with non-degradable waste like plastics and polythenes. He has created a machine that can break down these materials into some kind of crude substance that can be used as fuel. Now, that's what we call raw passion and talent on display.
Lagos, for instance, generates about 13,000 metric tons of waste daily. Canals are clogged with non-degradable materials such as plastics and nylons, constituting great dangers to the environment. The search for solutions to these challenges may have driven 22-year-old Emeka Nelson, who once scavenged dump sites in Anambra, to invent a machine that could turn these waste into oil that could be broken down further for domestic and commercial users, that converts non-biodegradable waste like plastic, waterproof, nylon, and more into a crude-like refinable oil.
Now, the first stage, what I actually need to do on this machine is feed all the waste you need into this. This is a reactor. Now, when you fed it, you must have fed it here. You close it. Then here, it is set on this one. And here we will have the oven. This, yes, is oven. But this type of oven, although we use charcoal here, I will be able to kind of get something like about 500 to 3,000 degrees from this thing.
After about 13 minutes, the oil collects over the water.
As you can see, this is a pure example of the oil we are talking about.
This then gathers into a container, and to prove its flammable property, Emeka strikes a match.
But because it's still a complex structure, it just goes gradually like this. Now, those wastes that are not converted to fuel is not the one that we use to mold interlocking stones. But in some cases, the machine turns everything into fuel. But in that case, that we don't turn all of them to fuel, now those wastes, instead of me kind of discarding to the environment again, causes a lot of problem, now use it to mold interlock.
Emeka, who attended primary school in the neighborhood, has always been self-motivated and always eager to solve problems, in spite of his poor background.
He is motivated from within. It's not like somebody is telling him to do all this. So what he needs now is support. I think he has more to offer than this.
He is also working on a hydropower generator, which when successfully scaled up would eliminate the effect of bad fumes on our environment.
I just did on experimental point. It's working.
Currently, this generator can produce up to 660 watts of electricity, and Emeka hopes to scale it up further to a more reasonable amount.